Every day I get questions about Amazon FBA. Does it still work? Can I make money? How much money do I need to start with? Where should I sell? Why is Jeff Bezos so ruggedly handsome? And today I'm going to attempt to answer, not all of them, but most of those questions for you in this video. So let's get started. What's up? Welcome to the video today. Hope you're doing really well. My name's Ben and I'm the founder of Impact Unlimited, and our mission is helping entrepreneurs build impactful businesses they are proud of. We believe an impactful business is purposeful, profitable, and scalable, and building a physical product brand is one of the greatest opportunities of doing that today. We believe it's one of the biggest business models we both run and teach ourselves. And so what we recognize though is that for a lot of people there are a lot of questions. So if you're interested in starting your own physical product brand, but you have questions still, you have doubts, then this is definitely the video for you. I understand that when you first start out, it's like trying to drink from a fire hydrant at times. It's so overwhelming. There's so much information. And so what I thought I would do today is answer some of the most commonly asked questions by beginners. But instead of rambling on forever, I'm going to set myself a challenge. I'm going to do a timer and I'm going to do 60 seconds on each question. That is it. I'm going to give you a succinct answer on each one. All right, 1 minute, let's go. First question, is Amazon FBA dead? Is it dead in the water? Is the opportunity over? For people that just want an easy business, yes. For people that just want to ship products from Alibaba straight to Amazon, do hardly any work and just sell on Amazon, yes, the opportunity is over. But for people who are prepared to do work and treat this like a real business, there is still plenty of opportunity. The stats would tell you that e-commerce only takes up 12% of the whole of the retail space at the moment, but that's projected to grow to over 20% in the next few years. During recent times, that will have accelerated even more. And so with that growth, with that growing demand comes a need for supply. And therein lies our opportunity. So if you are someone who is willing to not treat Amazon like the golden goose that's going to do all the work, that's going to lay the egg for you, but are actually willing to put the work in and do some work, there is so much opportunity. More and more people are shopping online. More and more people are buying things that they both want and need online. And so there's great opportunity. All right, that's 60 seconds up. We're going to restart that timer and go again on question number 2. Is Amazon FBA easy? Now, Amazon FBA is not easy. There'll be people out there that will try and sell you the dream that this is like the easiest business model ever. It's passive income. It's none of those things. It can be done by beginners for sure. I'd never sold online before I started this journey. I didn't have loads of expertise in e-commerce, but I've still been successful in building businesses leveraging Amazon because it's a repeatable system. That's what I love about this business is whilst it might not be easy and whilst there will be hard work involved, it does actually give you a repeatable system that once you learn it and once you get used to it, it gets easier and easier over time. So there is a big learning curve. There is some challenges ahead, but if you're someone that's willing to overcome those challenges, then you can definitely build a great business with it. All right, question number 3, 60 seconds on the clock. Can Amazon FBA help me quit my job? Go. It absolutely can, but I would just put a warning with that don't do that too soon. Too many people are kind of sold that dream again that, you could quit your job within a couple of months. And that's not really true. Of course, there are exceptions to every rule. But generally, what I would recommend is don't leave behind secure income until you replace it with other secure income. Of course, there'll be people that are more willing to take risks or maybe don't have any dependents and can do so. But I would set yourself a few benchmarks before you leave other income behind to focus on this. Benchmarks like not just being reliant on one product or one traffic source like Amazon or benchmarks like having an audience list that you own, things like that we teach about how to build a real brand that's diverse and has longevity in it. I would wait 6 maybe 12 months until you built up momentum, you got a track record with that before you start considering leaving that behind. Obviously everyone's circumstances are different, but that would just be my recommendation. You absolutely can replace your job with a full-time income from Amazon FBA, but you got to do it the right way. All right, question number 4 is when is the best time to start Amazon FBA? Let's go. Well, really 20 years ago, there's the old Chinese proverb, when's the best time to start selling on no, that's not the proverb. The proverb is when's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago, when's the second best time? Now. And it's kind of the same with Amazon business, lots of things, right? It would have been great if you could have started 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, but you didn't. And there's no point getting annoyed about that and upset about that. The thing you just want to make sure you do is take advantage of the opportunity now. Some people want to wait and see what happens with, say, Brexit in Europe or the COVID situation. They want to wait and see. All the while, there are thousands upon thousands of people making money every day on Amazon that aren't waiting. People are diving in and taking the most of this opportunity. And I would say now is the best time. Don't wait. Don't try and wait till everything's perfect, all of your circumstances align, because the reality is it probably never will. And, people that take action generally are those who succeed. So when's the best time to start? As soon as you possibly can. Question number 5 is, where should I start selling? 60 seconds, let's go. People often ask, well, what marketplace is the best place to start selling in? And now there are a number of different options. Amazon continues to expand broadly across the world. Generally speaking, the 2 main areas you want to consider are the USA and Europe. The reason for that is just the volume. Europe in its entirety is almost the same as the US, but there's a little bit more complexity involved. So the US can be an easier place to start from an ease perspective, but there's also a lot more competition. There's a lot more volume, but because of that, a lot more competition. So if you are Europe based, then I always recommend to start in Europe, just because it's easier to get started. And once you start with getting a bit of momentum, then you can always launch into the US. If you do have a bigger budget though, and you want to launch quicker and grow your business quicker, then of course the US could be a good option. The beauty of it is that Amazon makes it possible for you to sell in all of these global marketplaces from wherever you are. You don't have to set up companies in all these different locations. You can do it from where you are. So it's all about just knowing what's your budget, what are the competition levels like, and go from there. Shut up. All right, question number 6. Do I need a mentor or a course? This is a hot topic. And now the answer to this one, the short answer is no. You absolutely do not need a mentor or a course to succeed with Amazon FBA. The only thing I would say to that is, one of my favorite quotes is Abraham Lincoln. He said, if I had 6 hours to chop down a tree, I'd spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe. He understood the reality of being sharp actually helps you get the job done a lot quicker. And the question of mentoring, courses, all that kind of stuff is not about, sacrificing money in order to do that. It's actually getting a head start by investing in something that's going to help you avoid mistakes, that's going to accelerate your journey. And so you absolutely can do it without that. But if you want to really go hard on a fitness regime, often you'll hire a personal coach. You'll hire coaches in many areas of life, and so why not this one? That's my general question to people. So in short, no, you don't necessarily need a coach or a mentor to be able to succeed with Amazon FBA, but the idea behind it is that the investment you make helps speed up that process and avoid any mistakes. Obviously, we have a training program, but there's loads out there, and there's some great options. And so, if it is something that you want to do, then definitely explore it some more. Question number 7, how much time do I need to commit? 60 seconds, let's go. That's not 60 seconds that you need to commit. It's going to be a bit more than that, unfortunately. Generally speaking, I would recommend if you could spend 30 minutes per day, you could be in a great position to start. Ideally more, because the more time you can spend on it, the quicker it's going to grow. If you could spend an hour a day, then that would be amazing too. Half an hour to an hour a day will help you get product research done, get you set up in all the areas you need to do, then launch your product, then maintain it, and then begin to look for that second product. At that point, you might want to start spending a couple of hours a day, 3 hours a day on growing that business and really scaling. But it's also at that point, you may be, 2-3 products in, you could be generating 10, 15, 20,000 a month. And then you can begin to pay, you can hire a full-time virtual assistant for around $800 a month that could do all of your customer service. They could do a whole bunch of things for you, product research, shut up. You could do a whole bunch of things for you that's going to take away a whole load of that work. So 30 minutes to an hour a day would be a great start. All right, question number 8. How much money do I need to start? Let's go. The more the better, right? That's what I would generally say. There are exceptions to that, because sometimes too much money can be a hindrance because you don't think lean, you don't think how to build the business wisely, you just kind of splurge cash and it doesn't really get you anywhere. So there is a balance with that, but the more you can access, the better. And also I want to remind you that if you're going to start a business, you need to think like an entrepreneur. So that's not just how much money do I have in my savings account, that's how much money can I generate, how much can I raise, what can I sell on eBay, what don't I need anymore, what am I willing to sacrifice in order to make this success possible. So don't think static number. Also remember that that you're not going to have to use all of that money straight away. You're going to put money down for a product order, and then you're going to be waiting for some time whilst that's being made before you have to pay the exact balance. So there is a time scale to it, but generally I would say £1,000 to £2,000 or dollars or more really is a good starting point. More beyond that is also going to help you to get started quicker and give you opportunities that lower amount might not. Amazing. And then question number 9, the last question, is how much money can I make? And really that number is limitless. There's no limit to the amount of money you can make. The only limit is on your decision making and the capital available to you to start. That depends on how quickly you can grow. This is a product-based business, and so the cash flow management aspect is a key aspect, and being able to roll that money back into the business is going to then really help you grow as quickly as possible. But for some people out there, they're happy with just a few thousand extra a month, helps them have a lifestyle that they want, put some extra money in the bank, and that's great, and that's all they'll ever do, and that's totally cool. That's an impactful business because it's impacting customers, it's impacting your family, and so many other things. But then there's some people, there's a business that we really talk about a lot called Anchor. They started on Amazon. They started selling amazingly well. Now they sell over $500 million every single year on Amazon. So, there's no real limit. The sky is really the limit with Amazon. It just depends on how much you're willing to commit to it, how much you can invest, how long you're willing to reinvest, and how much commitment you give to that business. So it's certainly not a get-rich-quick scheme, and this is not like a golden goose that lays the egg. I say that all the time, but this is a business that requires work from you. It requires investment from you. It's not a scam. It's not a fad. It's been around for a long time. Big companies like Nike, Apple, Samsung, Amazon themselves, they have private label brands where they get factories to manufacture goods, put their branding on it, put their information on it, and sell it as their own. That is a private label brand. Brands have been doing this for hundreds of years, buy low, sell high, making a profit because of the value you provide to the customer. And, now it's time for you to get involved. So listen, I hope that has in some way answered your question. I know that they weren't the most in-depth replies, but I wanted to give you a quick reference guide in case you had any of those questions. And of course, if you do want to dive into any of those things more, we do have free training. We've got the Brand Builder Bootcamp, which you can check out. The link will be in the description. And feel free to reach out to me. I'm very responsive and we'll get back to you and help you along the journey. Like I said, our goal at Impact Unlimited is equipping entrepreneurs to build impactful businesses they are proud of. And so I'd love to help you do the same. Check the links below and around. And if you haven't yet, make sure you are subscribed because we've got loads more good content coming your way. I will see you in the next video real soon.